We got flyers, we got big creatures, we got scry action, we got everything you could ever want. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Mana Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got your Expel, that's right, class is in session. We've got Expel the Interlopers. Choose a number between 0 and 10. Destroy all creatures with power greater than or equal to the chosen number. Now, why this card is so much more effective than just obviously being like, you know, whatever, your Sunfalls, your Depopulations, because we are also running creatures, and a lot of them are weenies. So whenever you play something like this, you got a really wide board with Skrelv, Recruitment Officer, Hopeful Initiate, you know, whatever, Spellbook Vendor, you know, Reinforcements, the whole shebang here. You go nice and wide. A lot of them are 1/1, some of them are 2/2s. Outside of Adeline, nothing really gets over like 3 power, even if you do put a Sorcerer's Roll token on it with a Spellbook Vendor. And then boom, you drop the Expel the Interlopers. You kill all their creatures essentially. I mean, usually there's some, you know, there's a few stragglers like left behind, but you keep all of your creatures, and I absolutely love this card. This is my first time playing with it, and it is absolutely amazing. This is everything it's cracked up to be. If you're playing a creature heavy deck, this is what you need to be doing. And one quick shout out, I do like the Welcoming Vampire. I noticed a lot of white decks run Takasia's Welcome, and I'm not really sure why, because this is also a welcoming card, obviously, but I think it's a little bit better. So whenever a creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. Kind of the same thing as Takasia's Welcome. Takasia's Welcome is mana value 3 or lower. This is power 2 or less, but I think usually we do prefer the Welcoming Vampire. It's still a flyer. I don't know why. I don't know why Takasia's Welcome sees way more play than this, but either way, I'm gonna go ahead and give a shout out to my Welcoming Vampire, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is pretty much like a mono white, like Human Shell, the Copper Coat Vanguard, and another little shout out to Soul Partition. No one's playing this. I have no idea why. Exiling anything for just like exiling anything, and then yeah, they can replay it for 2 more, but that 2 more, that's a pretty tall task. I mean, you pretty much get rid of anything for 2. By the time it comes back, they had to replay it for way more than its cost. I think Soul Partition is so underrated, it's gross. Expel the Interlopers, underrated, it's gross. Mistress Foundry, pretty underrated in not mono red. So it is what it is. Here it is, you're expelled. Go ahead and give me a like. The button looks just like this, helps out the channel tremendously. Go and subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Madness Pirate, how you doing here? Madness is a pretty fun ability. Haven't seen that in a hot second. I think there's plenty of Madness cards in Explorer, but no such activities here. I've been dipping my toes into some Historic and Explorer, but this is standard, baby. Alright, Lunarch Veteran. Ooh, blue. Alright, so this is going to be Human Soldiers. Alrighty. I'm ready for the challenge. This can get kind of gross. With the Expel the Interlopers, I mean, this is pretty good, though. We definitely need to resolve this card. They do have lots of counter spells, unfortunately, so let's go ahead and just pass. Now that we know that we're on the draw and we have Expel the Interlopers, I think our plan is to kind of let's bait them into going wide, and hopefully we can kind of clear their board. Let's go. Let's try and get this going. I think this is okay. If we get the Lunarch Veteran out of here. Yep, I see them highlighting their hand. Alrighty. Yep, that's fine. We don't particularly care about the life gain there. That's not really a big deal. Well, I mean, if they're going wide, the Expel the Interlopers could be really awkward. I think we're just gonna go for the Vendor, and we're gonna go ahead and get the Sorcerer token right on this Resolute Reinforcements. Yeah, let's go ahead and swing in. Not really looking for a land. Yep, so we'll go ahead and get rid of you. So there we go. Let's fix up our draw. Do a little damage. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Let's see what you got, Madness Pirate. This Harbin, though, is so freaking good. Definitely going to have to address it at some point. We do have multiple ways of addressing it. I think it would just be the easiest way if they do go nice and wide here. So the Knight Errant of Yas, that is going to be pretty good for the Expel the Interlopers. Lunarch Veteran, I said, oh, another Expel the Interlopers. Okay. I think we just pass the turn. Yep. Nope. That pretty much lets them know we have a Wandering Emperor. If we don't at least put the Sorcerer's Roll token, like I said, pretty much lets them know straight up we don't have, or we do have a Wandering Emperor. But with 2 Expel the Interlopers, I mean, again, we can take care of these. That's no problem. Okay, Skrelv. Before they drop the Skrelv here, so they got 1, or this is not a soldier, so that's the only reason why I'm not super scared. Because this has to be a soldier for everything to get flying, so... yeah, that's fine. We'll let Skrelv resolve. There's multiple ways we can kind of dance around the Skrelv. Okay, so another knight. Ugh. I mean, we definitely don't love it. I mean, we can definitely go for the Expel the Interlopers, but that's a lot of card advantage. I'm not really a big fan of that. Let's see what they got here. A Denic and a Zephyr, or a Zephyr Sentinel. Okay, so there's the Denic. Okie dokie. Don't really want to kill the Denic like that, so well, let's try this out. Let's go for the Soul Partition on Denic. They might use the Sentinel to come to its rescue, which they are. And then hopefully they're going to put a +1/+1 counter on the Sentinel, I would imagine. So this is now a 3/2. And now they give us a nice. And now we're going to go for Expel the Interlopers, and we're going to call 3. So Expel the Interlopers. Choose 3. But bam! We're not going to give them a nice. Let's not do that. We're not in a position to call nice out just yet. But I know that was a cocky, condescending nice. So, not the biggest fan of that. But Skrelv, Wandering Emperor, I think we'll keep it. I mean, Wandering Emperor is just such a good card. I don't think I ever really dislike having a Wandering Emperor. But, like I said, that nice really stuck up my craw. I'm not going to play anything just yet. Alright. I think we'll just kill you. Sure, whatever. Yep, sure. Oh, an Eiganjo. Okay, so they are going to get like another draw from the wedding announcement as well. It's kind of unfortunate. Okay. Like I said, we can blow up pretty much the whole board. We are pretty awkward right now. Let's swing in. I think we kind of are looking for a land. I still want to go for the Emperor. So another Spellbook Vendor. So it's kind of awkward. I might be interested in just blowing up the entire board. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. It's a little more awkward than I'd like. All right. Still got the Wandering Emperor. Don't worry, we're definitely gonna make fun of them if I can. If I got the ability to say nice, we're going to. So I'm assuming they're just gonna swing in with everything. Let's see if they swing in with the Skrelv. All right, let's go in for Wandering Emperor. Let's see if they've got a counter spell. They are running blue, so it is always worth mentioning.
I am the Emperor of Katilda, and I keep watch for intruders.
Keep watch for intruders. Down to 12 we go, but that's okay. They do get another card draw. Don't love that. Another Spellbook Vendor. I thought we put you away. I thought we put the Spellbook Vendor away. Guess not. Guess not. The Expel the Interlopers, like I said, it is a very, very cute card. Not really the most relevant right now. I think we're going to go for the Coppercoat Vanguard. Give everything +1/0. Even though, technically, this is a samurai. Even though samurais are kind of humans, right? But it's not really technically a human. Make disappear. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I guess they really don't want that to resolve. Yeah, okay. Well, let's not pay any extra mana that we don't have to. Let's go for Spellbook Vendor number 2. And hopefully they can't counter this with a single planes. Let's go ahead and do this. We give this a first strike. Let's go ahead and put on the reinforcements, just so that we can kind of see what we got going on here. And now we get this. This already has Vigilance. Show them how we greet our enemies, the Wandering Emperor. And they give it up. Hey, let's give them one nice for the road. Nice. Ghidorah, how are we doing here? How are we doing here? That's like a very mythical name. Kind of reminds me of a... It's like a half Mothra, half Goro type of thing going on. But you know what? I dig it. I really do. Let's go for the Hopeful Initiate. One of the best one-drops in the game. think Kamanu faces Kakazan. Probably still a better one-drop overall, but let's see if they got it. It would only be fair, right? Nope, just a Phoenix chick. Alright, just a Phoenix chick. Everyone calm down, just a Phoenix chick. Alright, the Spellbook Vendor is a pretty good card, but I think it's better just to go for the Copper Coat Vanguard on turn 2. Give our Hopeful Initiate Ward, and then, yeah, I think it's a little bit better. Yeah, on turn 3, Spellbook Vendor is a much more powerful turn 3 than a turn 2. But this is kind of weird. Like, are we going to try and outspeed? No, I'm definitely not blocking. No, we ain't doing that. I know you have the yeah, I would say we have got the Monstrous Rage. There's no way we're blocking. We're not playing that game. No way, no how. So we do have the Mistress Foundry. Big fan of the Mistress Foundry in this deck. I think it worked very, very nicely. Let's go for the Spellbook Vendor. And I'm going to go ahead and give, yeah, let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's give it to the Copper Coat Vanguard. I think we're like looking to like pretty much outspeed Mono Red. But all right, let's go. Let's go in for the training. We also get to do this. Definitely putting that away. We got enough land. We got enough land for the Wandering Emperor. We take him down to 12. And this is where things might get a little bit juicy. I think I am willing to block this out. I mean, if they did have something else, but not the Swift Spear. If they had like a Godric, we could trade 1 for 1. Oh, a Lightning Strike. That's okay. It's not the end of the world, though. Now that we still have the Wandering Emperor, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. We could. This is actually kind of weird though, because we could just go for Vampire. Yeah, let's do this. Let's drop the Welcoming Vampire, and let's put the Spellbook Vendor. Let's go and put the Sorcerer's Roll on the Vampire, so that we have a 3/4 flyer. And I'm not going to attack now. Again, Mono Red, you're just too fast. You're just too fast. I'm just too scared. I'm too scared to swing in. We're not doing that. Plan B. Alright. Just okay, that's good. That means they're drawing for answers. Still got this beautiful Wandering Emperor, and as long as they, you know, I don't think they can really threaten us. They already have this Monstrous Rage, so there we go. That is pretty awesome. Now we got a Recruitment Officer with Welcoming Vampire, and we still have a chance to go for Wandering Emperor. I mean, pretty gosh darn awesome. Let's take our draw. Got a Skrelv. We're definitely saving the 4 for our lovely Wandering Emperor. And I think we're going to decline. It pretty much tells them, like, hey, we've got a Wandering Emperor, because I want 4 untapped, and I'm going to pass, but that's okay. Yep, let's go and pass. Yep, that's fine. Even if they don't swing in, like, if they are kind of intelligent enough to be like, yeah, they probably have a Wandering Emperor, then we still get to use a -1, and then pop it, and then get a draw from the Welcoming Vampire, so it's not really that big of a deal. They are going to swing, though. They are going to swing. Okay. Let's let this resolve. See what they want to do here. So they're tapped out. They are all completely tapped out. Let's go for the Wandering Emperor here. And I think we'll go ahead and get rid of the Phoenix chick. Let's see. They need 4 other cards, right? So I don't think they're going to be able to have that for the Squee. 2. So they would. They actually would. So I'm going to get rid of the Squee if we do like an all-out block here. So let's go ahead and get rid of you.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
This is what you get for hurting my people. And I guess, yeah, we might as well. Screw it. We have enough control on the board here. I guess we might as well kill the Swift Spear. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. We are going to lose the Recruitment Officer, and this Goblin lives, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Down to 9 we go. Like I said, it just really doesn't matter. Wandering Emperor, we're going to go and put a +1. Let's drop the Adeline, and there's just so much things, there's so many things we can do here. I don't think I'm going to make a -1 with the Emperor here. We do get with the Adeline. And let's drop the Skrelv so we get our draw from the Welcoming Vampire. Unfortunately, we kind of goofed up. We should have been more cognizant of the Mistress Foundry and used it to cast for the Adeline, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. +1/+1 on... I guess we might as well take the... I guess we'll just do it on the Vendor.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Strike fast and strike hard. You said it, Emperor. You said it, not me. So let's go and put a Sorcerer's Roll token on the... I guess we'll put it on the Vendor itself. Might as well swing in to get our Adeline token here. Yeah, this is fine. Like I said, we have 9 life. There's just no way. We got flyers, we got big creatures, we got scry action, we got everything you could ever want. Like I say, we would be like missing lethal by 1, so it's obviously not worth it. But like I said, what are you gonna do? You're gonna deal 9 damage to my face? Yeah, good luck. Good luck. I'm going to do an all-out block. I don't care what you got. I don't care how many monstrous rages you got. That is GG's. Mar925, howdy, howdy ho. Let's see what we got going on here. Like the Skrelv, got Eiganjo. This is a pretty solid hand. I mean, we do run into possibly not being able to go into further lands. That does happen more than I'd like it to. But we are a pretty aggressive deck, so we can make use of this. Skrelv, Battlefield Forge. Never know what the heck you're getting into whenever you see like these kind of colors. Because Boros is not that common. So, this could be Boros, or it could be... Okay. Gleeful... Okay, interesting. Alright. That threw me off a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But a 1-for-1 for a Gleeful Demolition, I mean, yeah, okay. It definitely threw me off, though. I have played with this before. Typically, they really want to use this on their own creatures, though, but, I mean, I guess they're okay with it. Alright, let's go ahead and swing on in, play our Initiate, and then we have the Soul Partition that we can hold up. I mean, it's pretty good. Highly, highly doubt they're going to chump block with the Bunnycorn. That would make literally no sense. There's a pretty good chance that we just go for the Soul Partition on the Bunnycorn, because the Soul Partition is not that good in this type of build. Well, this matchup, rather. Mar, it's a pretty, yeah, let's say, come on, Mar, this is a pretty simple, you can't be too confuddled here. Alright. See what you got. Hopefully they do go tall, but I already know this deck goes wide and fast, so that is going to be very, very confusing. If they do tap out, though, this is actually kind of okay. We do have it, so now Expel the Interlopers is in play. We could go for Soul Partition to get rid of something and then trade, but I don't think that's the move. Yeah, let's just chill for now. Or do we want to kind of do this? I mean, it's close. All right, my turn. Got the Wandering Emperor. I think we just pass. I don't want to get crazy. Let's not get crazy. We can get crazy after we drop the Expel the Interlopers. Mirrex? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Are they going to swing with the Bunnycorn? They are not. I think we are going to go for the Emperor. Yeah, let's go ahead and just drop the Emperor right now.
Anyone who harms my people, we must protect the people.
We must protect the people. I really want to get into another land just so we can go for Expel the Interlopers, obviously. But, I mean, this is fine. Like, I'm not in any danger, really. Let's create another 2/2 and just pass.
May your blade strike true.
I'm not too concerned about the Mirrex stuff going on. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, here we go. This is why I'm a little bit nervous here. So this thing, they play this, and then they give everything +1 in haste. That is why I'm scared of. Imadane's Recruiter. That is pretty much the engine that makes this deck go. My turn. Do I want a Soul Partition like these things? Because I don't want these things around. I think I'm going to. Let's go ahead and Soul. I think we're just going to have to get rid of it. Let's go 1-for-1. Hopefully we draw into a land, which we do. Got the Mistress Foundry. Okay, awesome. Now we can go in for Expel the Interlopers. They're going to be able to keep this Knight, which is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. So Expel the Interlopers, which means expel the stupid Bunnycorn. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this right now. And I'm going to call 4. Yep, that's fine. So we get rid of their big Bunnycorns, and that is going to be a pretty nice swing here. We do have another Wandering Emperor, so how do we want to play this out? We're going to have to put a +1/+1 on you just so that we can train. I think that's the move here. Yeah, let's swing in here. Train, and now we got a pretty good offensive front going. And they just take it all. Wow, okay. Down to 11 they go. If they do go for Imadane's Recruiter, they'll probably be able to kill the Wandering Emperor. But we have another one. Ooh, a Gleeful Demolition. Okay, so here, okay. Ooh. Here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. +1/+0, and everything gets haste. That is definitely scary. So the Wandering Emperor's going down. We know that. Like, we know that. That's completely fine with me, though. Yeah, come on. Bring them all. So this thing has Vigilance. Because this has Vigilance, I think I am going to trade. Yeah, it has vigilance, so like whatever. I think we can trade here. It's fine. This is fine. Down to 15. Everything's tapped out. So let's see. If we drop this, can't go that for that and Mishra's Foundry. 4, 4, 2. Still don't think I'm in that much of trouble. Let's play it relatively conservatively and just swing in. So yeah, I wish we could go for like the Mishra's Foundry, but we can't. It's in turn. Okay. I think we're still sitting okay though. If they want to get cute, they're gonna definitely pay for it. And if they don't, we still get the Wandering Emperor down. Yeah, this is fine. Wandering Emperor, come out and play. We're gonna create a 2/2 White Samurai. Put the pressure on him.
Feel the energy of battle, then
And guide it like water. I don't like this gaining life stuff though. The gaining life shenanigans, not a fan of that. Alright.
Keep watch for intruders.
Keep watch for intruders. I think this is definitely Mishra's Foundry time, but I'm gonna put a +1/+1 on the Copper Coat Vanguard just so that we can train with the Initiate. I think that's pretty solid. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Let's do this. Swing off. And we don't even really have to worry about the Mite though. And these are not, yeah, these are not tokens, even though they look like tokens. They look pretty metally, so. I actually just forgot about I even announced it. I even announced the Mishra's Foundry. Just straight up didn't play it, so that was a little bit of a goof. Oh, would you look at that? No blocks? Really? You're just gonna give me the game? Well, don't mind if I do. GG's, Mar. Tom Jones, 11235. That's a handful of a name here. Let's go ahead and keep this. No, not a whole lot of one drops. I think the only one drop warning is Hopeful Initiate, which does kind of not bode too well for us all the time, but let's see what we got here. We're on the draw, so this is gonna be a very, very soldiers versus humans. I guess it's not even really humans because this Welcoming Vampire is technically not a human. So let's see what we got. I do like the Soul Partition. The Soul Partition, in my opinion, does kind of grade out pretty well. But let's see here. Spellbook Vendor or the Soul Partition. I think we're going to go for the Soul Partition. The only problem is, yeah, we're going to hold the Soul Partition. We are definitely on the draw, playing defense, playing on the back end here. So the only thing I'm scared of is obviously a counter spell of some sort. That would be very nightmarish. I was going to say, I didn't see any blue sources yet, like true blue sources. I saw the Courtyard, but alright, we're going to go for it. I'm going to go for the Soul Partition. We're going to go ahead and try and take away this Denic. If they've got a Make Disappear, then that is absolutely terrible. Whew, okay, so, I mean, like I said, that was the only thing I was kind of debating there. So the Denic is gone. Okay, we draw into our third land, and now we can at least, you know, do something here. They still did hold up priority, so I'm not so sure what they got going on. I think we're just going to drop in the, I really do want to drop the Welcoming Vampire, but they could have some sort of removal like Brutal Cathar or something. Because they have two 2/1s, I think this is maybe a little bit more conservative, but we're going to save our Welcoming Vampire. If they do have to Make Disappear. Oh, the Protective, okay, yeah, same difference. Soldiers is blessed to have 2 forms of Make Disappear, because they have Protective Negotiators and Make Disappear. Sometimes they run both, sometimes they don't. But we did slow them up. The Soul Partition did slow them up a considerable amount, which is nice. Down to 12, which is manageable. We do not, unfortunately, we do not get into another land, so we can't go for the Emperor, which is really unfortunate, but we have no other play. I mean, we could go for the Vendor and go for a Sorcerer roll on our own creature, but I think it's just better off just to go for Welcoming Vampire. If they've got removal, I mean, like I said, this is just like, I mean, there's really nothing we can do here. Siege Veteran, okay, that's not too bad. That's better than, you know, it's definitely better than removal. Just removal would be like really, really bad. So if we just take 3 here, that's not that bad. That's really not that bad. We can stand that. Down to 9 we go. Down to 9 we go, and like I said, that is that's okay. That's okay. See, I think there's like you know, Takasia's welcome. But the problem is that, like, Welcoming Vampire, I think, is, like, better. And no one runs this. That's why it makes really no sense to me. So whenever something comes in with power 2 or less, So, Welcoming Vampire welcomes my Welcoming Vampire. Sounds good to me. And no attacks just yet. Now that we get 2 draws every single turn, now we should really be cooking. The only problem is, let's see if we can beat him to the punch here. But like I said, the Welcoming Vampire versus Sakasia's Welcome, I don't know, like maybe, am I crazy? I understand why. I mean, it's mana value 3 or less versus just a creature with power 2 or greater, but I don't know. I prefer the Welcoming Vampires. I'm gonna let this go. We're gonna let this go. I kind of want my 2 draws for next turn. The only problem is they do have another Protect the Negotiators. We're not looking so great. We draw our 3rd Wandering Emperor, which is not phenomenal. I think I'm going to go with the conservative play. I'm going to drop the Spellbook Vendor because I'm pretty sure... Oh, okay, I was going to say, if they did have a counter spell, well, we'd be kind of screwed there. But it's okay, though. We most likely will draw at least 1 land with these 2 draws. That's pretty powerful. And now we got to Expel the Interlopers, which is not very relevant in this matchup, but could be in another one. So let's go for Spellbook Vendor number 2. All right. So at least we're building up our board here. We obviously are tapped out here once we make the Sorcerer's Roll token, but you kind of see the gist here. And I think we're going to go ahead and put it on... I think they are, you know, incentivized to kill the Welcoming Vampire, so I'm actually going to be kind of weird. I think we're going to put it on... No, let's not get cute. Let's not get cute. Let's just put on the Welcoming Vampire. I could go for a Spellbook Vendor, but we're not flying in, or we're not, well, we definitely are flying, but we're not swinging in. So hopefully, fingers crossed for no Brutal Cathar. But like I said, even, okay, so we got, okay, we're still fine, no attacks. The Vanguard Aviator can give everything flying. I think we're still okay though, because it doesn't give him, oh, it does give him a buff, right? But it's 5 or more soldiers, so it's only 4. So we're okay for at least 1 more turn. So now I'm just trying to think how I want to play this out, because we do have Expel the Interlopers. So if I call Expel the Interlopers on 4, we can just get rid of the Denic and the Harbin, which feels pretty good. Or we could just hold up the Wandering Emperor. That's close. I actually don't know which route I want to go. Down to 5 life, obviously, which is not good. I think we kind of should try, though. I mean, it's either that or, like, just hold up 1 single Wandering Emperor, which is kind of bleh. If we call 3, we have to get rid of the Harbin, though. If everything flies, we can't live, so I think we're going to have to do it. Expel the Interlopers. Hopefully they don't have a counterspell, which is pretty likely, considering they have 2 cards in their hand and they are running blue. But they are just going in for a Recruitment Officer, so it could be worse. Let me reread it. This is the first time I'm playing Expel the Interlopers, so I do have to read this. Alright, so choose the number 2, whatever. Destroy all creatures with power greater than or equal to. So we're going to choose 4. Because I don't want to lose my Welcoming Vampire. See, that's the thing. I should have maybe put it on the vendor. That's kind of why I was like in debate mode. Because then, well, it didn't matter. I'm stupid. Never mind. Just pretend I didn't say that. Alright, so we get rid of their creatures, and we keep our creatures. And I think that's pretty gosh darn good. Alright. Obviously, no Sorcerer Roll tokens. I think we're just going to have to stay put. It is tempting to swing in with this. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Swing in for 2. Even if they did have removal, I think we're probably okay to do this. I think we really need to get into a land. So this is risky. I mean, this is pretty freaking risky, but I'm going to do it. Okay, Eiganjo, we're going to keep Eiganjo. Like, so this is pretty risky. Obviously, I know that we have 5 life, but I really want to ensure that we get that land. Being able to tap 3 untapped soldiers you control to draw a card, though, man. What a card. I do think this one's scarier. This. Oh, no. That is just brutally sad. Unfortunately, we're going to take the L here. They have just enough. Just enough. That is really, really unfortunate. Go ahead and give them the GGs. Yeah, Harbin's going to take it. I think if they just didn't have another Harbin, we probably would have been maybe in the running, but GGs. Million Moo. Well, that's MM. So MM versus MM. How's it going, Million Moo? Let's see what you got here. Big fan of this deck here. I know I like the Welcoming Vampire. I think the Welcoming Vampire is, like, I know there's like Takasia's Welcome, but I don't know. I can't help but like Welcoming Vampire a little bit more. Mostly just because it actually is a creature, but be that as it may, let's go ahead and swing on in here. Let's see what you got for me. Hornlocked Whale. Wow, do you want to put this back on the top? I think I kind of do. Yeah, oh man, it's kind of close. I think I'm gonna do it though. Yeah, it's fine. Let's drop our recruitment officer and see if we can get some recruitments going. But turn 3, like I said, the Welcoming Vampire, it's always like the dilemma. I know you could probably run both if you really wanted to, but I don't know. I don't think you really have to. I think Welcoming Vampire, I see so much Takasia's Welcome. I don't know. I think this is better. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. So versus blue, obviously not very great here, just because we could go up against a counter spell. I'm still gonna try it out. We're gonna try it out. If they've got Make Disappear, then like, we'll just take the L. We still got plenty of firepower. Plus, Recruitment Officer can bring some stuff out. Ooh, a Quick Study. Okay, well, that's not a counter spell, so we do get our Welcoming Vampire, and hopefully we can welcome our Hopeful Initiate back to the board before we're oh so rudely put back by the Hornlocked Whale. Okay, we've got the Resolute reinforcements as well. I mean, this is looking pretty okay. I think we're going to go ahead and drop this. Let's go ahead and drop this just in case they got something else going on. I want to get my draw from the Welcoming Vampire. There we go. Welcoming Vampire. We're already on pace pretty much with like Takasia's Welcome. Only we have a 2/3 flyer now too, so okay. I am scared of it. Well, actually, they don't even have Emperor. They can't have Emperor, so I think we're pretty good. We could overextend here. I'm going to say no. Let's not overextend. I am a little bit nervous. They do run white, so depopulate or Sunfall could happen, and we're not that fast enough so that we can really do anything else. Hornlock Whale. Okay, yeah, we're going to put this on top for sure. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We can flash in the Resolute Reinforcements, and the next turn we've got the Welcoming Vampire and a Vendor. I mean, that's pretty good. So each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature. Let's go ahead and do this now. Let's flash in Resolute Reinforcements so that we can just get rid of the reinforcements. I want to keep the Officer and the Hopeful Initiate. Alright, let's see what we got here. Is this, Restless Fortress? I am just not that big of a fan of this card, to be honest with you. I think we're going to have to start being a little bit more aggressive. Man, we have to make a decision. Do we want to drop the Welcoming Vampire and the Spellbook Vendor? But then if we get board wiped, I mean, it is pretty freaking bad. So I think we're going to just hold off. We do get to train with the Initiate. And plus we can just grab something with the Recruitment Officer. Yeah, I think we're going to hold still. Like I said, I'm not... Mid-range white, and I do consider this to be like mid-range white, is pretty odd. But I'm going to go and use this now. If I do have if I get a 1-drop from this, I think I am going to play it. So a Hopeful Initiate or a Coppercoat Vanguard. If we get the Initiate, we can play it immediately. I think I kind of like that. Vanguard, let's go for the Initiate. Like I said, with the 1-2 punch from the Welcoming Vampire and the Vendor, do have a pretty good combo here. Even if they do board wipe us, Vampire into Vendor, most likely, I mean, the Memory Deluge, I'm expecting a board wipe. So, you know they're most likely grabbed a board wipe with this, but we have a pretty bad matchup versus like True Blue Control. So here comes we already know here comes the board wipe, but we're prepared for it. That's the most important part. We're prepared. 11 life. So just a Void Run. Okay, but no board wipe? Wow. Okay, that's not a board wipe, so... I think we're gonna go for it. Let's go for the Welcoming Vampire. We're gonna go for the Spellbook Vendor, and then put make a Sorcerer Roll token. We're gonna go all in here. Let's do it. Spellbook Vendor. I know we're going wide. It is a little scary, and I am a little scared. Oh, Dissipate on the wall. Okay, okay, here we go. Down to 6 they go, and let's say we are wiped clean from a board wipe. But if they don't have if they don't have one, I mean, we could just take the game. It's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee. Unfortunately, we don't have any like creature lands or anything, like no Mishra's Foundry. But let's see what you got. They got a lot of blue, so maybe they, you know, I don't know. I've seen stranger things. Hornlocked Whale? Well, that's not even going to be a problem. We just, okay, here we go, baby. That is not a problem at all. Let's go, we can do either one. We can go for Soul Partition or Expel the Interlopers, but which one's more fun? I think we'll just go for the Expel the Interlopers. Yeah. Sure. We'll just call 5 for funsies. And that's a bada bing, bada boom. No board wipe, we are good to go.